art, comedy, pop culture, and much more. You're listening to ACPN.
Hello, young Swimcast citizens. Space Ghost here, a.k.a. George Lowe, inviting you in for all of the creamy, enjoyable listening goodness. Let's ladle some up right now, shall we?
Everybody, it's that time again. Time for the most wonderful Adult Swim podcast in the whole wide world. It's the Swimcast.
Yay!
You got a child.
And joining us, of course, is the host with the most. It's John Jay himself. And we've got Jason. And hey, it's me. Hold on.
I can't believe you're doing the whole thing, isn't it?
I'm running out of helium. My name is Trish, and I love cats.
I'll be honest, that was actually more funny than I thought it would be. Welcome, everyone, to
I can't breathe.
I know. Isn't that a bad thing to ingest helium?
Yes. I'm going to have some more.
You're going to suffer for your art.
It's my calling in life is to sound like this.
You know, we could have just put a helium effect on your voice.
Yeah, but that's
probably less fatal.
It's not organic.
Yeah.
God. Good night, everybody.
I think I got all the helium out of the balloon.
Okay.
It was my birthday last week, so Adam brought all these balloons home for me. This one says thank you on it. I don't know why.
Happy belated birthday. And happy 12th anniversary, Swimcast. Because if you're hearing this at home, we're going to be hopefully posting this the eve of, well, not the eve, but the day of our 12th anniversary of the show.
Happy 12th anniversary, Swimcast!
Yay.
Adam, are you listening?
This is a frank discussion about all things Adult Swim and more. Not to be confused with Adult Swim, the podcast, which came out this year. And I'm still scratching my head going, wow, it took them 12 years to realize, hey, we can do a podcast.
Hey, we have microphones.
Is the podcast any good? Should we promote it?
I don't know. Well, there's another podcast, but they don't like us, so fuck them.
Yeah, they don't like us. We're at war now. Oh my God.
I got nothing against them.
John.
I got nothing against them, but, they don't like us, so.
I have everything against them because they don't like us, and they should like us because we're good people. So here's what I'm going to suggest.
I think they feel threatened.
One of them does really cool art that I like. I bought some stuff from him.
I'm not even gonna to mention them anymore because it's not worth it. People can tune in. They have a decent show, but I guess they're threatened.
We do not have a podcast beef. Please don't think we have a podcast beef, everybody. We don't.
They're a little uptight and they don't know how to take jokes. So, Adult Swim, on the other hand, they love us and they know we know they could take jokes. So, okay. Adult Swim podcast. Matt Harrigan's an awesome dude. He's given us nothing but love. So, good on them for finally catching up to the 21st century. Anyway, this is not the official Adult Swim podcast. This is not a podcast where we reflect on past Adult Swim, kind of. And
we live in the present, bitch.
Well, we kind of do. We've fallen off of it a bit, and I'd like to get back into it. On a bi-weekly basis, and we've spoken about this briefly, where you're gonna be hearing new voices and, different voices, maybe not the same voices that you've been hearing the last 170 episodes. we're gonna retool this, the best we can, and we may actually have a guest contributor coming in a little bit. But
That's
again,
exciting.
yes, but yeah, we'll be having a discussion of all things Adult Swim. We also tend to stray into the territory of other animation that isn't on Adult Swim. Maybe like Cartoon Network, Sci-Fi, whoever else has cartoons these days. Also, since live action comedy is a thing on Swim, we'll talk about comedy on other shows, which I can't wait to discuss what we do in the shadows.
Do you guys remember that show Friends? Can we talk about Friends?
You know what? If my wife were awake, you could talk about Friends with her as much as you want. In fact, hey, we could spin off a Friends podcast if you want and talk with her about that.
Oh my God, Friends is long enough where they could use a whole podcast. That show lasted.
I'm sure there probably is a Friends podcast.
Is there a Seinfeld podcast?
Is there what?
A Seinfeld podcast?
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, I'm looking them up.
That'd be good.
Friends podcast.
Okay, but look, what we could do? We could do a Friends podcast spin-off podcast based on the show Joey.
There is a best. It's called Best of Friends podcast. I don't know if it's still around.
Oh.
Let's see.
Well, shout out to Best of Friends podcast.
Their last episode was April 16th, and it's episode 169. So they've actually been cranking out as many episodes since 2014 than we have in 12 years. And then Seinfeld. I like how I said we weren't going to go into like non sequiturs. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of Seinfeld Seinfeld podcasts.
Okay.
Should I do the whole show on helium?
Not original.
No, I don't want you to die, Trish.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want you to undermine the scheduling of these episodes so much, but I really don't want you to die either.
Oh, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
That's not saying much. And now I feel terrible.
Oh.
So yeah, Adult Swim podcast, 12 years old as of this episode, 171 episodes. Plus, we've done like a bunch of crazy shit with, different people, guests, interviews with different people. Like our last one with William Tokarski, which was awesome. And we'll be talking. He
got a line.
He got lines, yeah.
Yeah, he got lines.
We'll be talking more in a bit about your pretty face going to hell. If you'd like to listen to more of us as well as other awesome podcasts, we are part of the Art, Comedy, and Pop Culture Network on acpnet.net. Not Peanut, as some people have said, and not Ain't It Cool News.
Ain't It News?
Yeah. Koozie.
Do you guys want to hear about my anus or my horse's anus? It's like a luge.
That's old news.
It's like a luge.
Oh. No.
All right.
So we have been away for a while, and we're hoping to rectify that. But a lot's been going on. We had the upfronts in last month. I was gonna say in May. That's where they come to New York City. They have their fancy stuff, and they have a fancy party, but they don't invite me. Although this year was different because Warner Media took over Turner, so it was like a whole Warner Media thing. I mean, I don't even know if they had an Adult Swim party.
I think it was. I think Swim only had like a very minor part of it.
I may have seen bits and pieces of the upfronts some way, somehow. I have ways. And it was pretty much the Rick and Morty news, which is that it's coming back in November. Which is
Hooray!
pretty cool. Season 4 is dropping in November, hopefully.
I think it's November 19th.
You can stop the helium.
I don't want to waste it.
So you'd rather kill yourself.
I got plenty of oxygen.
Oh god. Are you getting enough oxygen?
No, but the cat is walking on my keyboard. Okay, good. She didn't drop the call. All right. So let's talk about this though. November 19th, right? Is that the date?
That's what you said.
Let me make sure.
While Trish does that, yeah. So my curiosity is piqued because if you remember correctly, they told us that there's going to be like, what did they get renewed for? Like 70, 80, 90 episodes or something?
Yeah, 70.
7 seasons.
Not 7 seasons.
I thought it was 7 seasons.
It could be if they do 10 episodes a season. But I think they did I think they said something about like 70 episodes or something like that, which is a lot.
Oh, it just says November 2019.
Yeah, I just pulled up on Google. Rick and Morty renewed with 70 episode order. So I don't know how that's going to work. Or is that going to be 70 episodes over like the span of 3 seasons or 6 seasons?
I would imagine they're going to spread it out into seasons. Because like, I mean, what have they been so far? I know like last season was cut a little short, right?
I think so.
And like 13 episodes.
Maybe.
So I would imagine they're probably going to spread it out over however many seasons with 13 episodes. Unless they decide to just do 10 per season from here on, and that means they'll just have 7 seasons to like coming.
Mm-mm.
I hate only 10 episodes in a season. It's like, I don't know. I know with animation it's like different, and
yeah, and especially
have to actually draw it.
With these bigger shows like Rick and Morty and Venture, it takes them like 2 years just to crank out 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and also it seems like the writing process with Rick and Morty has been like, out of all the shows, it seems like the writing process has been particularly difficult. Just like with like Harmon and Roiland and them getting together and doing things and everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess it would kind of make sense for them to like cut their order down for each season and make it like 10. Might be easier on them.
It could be, you know, it depends, or maybe could. No, I guess it was an official release. I was going to say, could Adult Swim have been like pulling our leg?
No, it was an official release.
Okay, so I pulled up Wikipedia. It's saying there were 11 episodes season 1, 10 episodes season 2, 10 episodes season 3.
Okay.
I just gotta have my Rick and Morty, I guess is the thing.
Yeah, but don't be self-entitled like those brats with the Szechuan sauce.
What, you don't think we should go throw tantrums at McDonald's?
Yeah, don't jump up on the counter and go, I want my Szechuan sauce!
It wasn't even good.
I never had it.
I never had it.
It was like gross ketchup that was like mixed with like soy sauce, and it tasted like a nightmare. It was gross. It was really gross.
I just had another thought. What if the 70 episodes are 10 Rick and Morty episodes and 60 Bush World Adventure episodes?
Yes!
I like Bushworld a lot. Like I'll be honest, I like Bushworld more than regular.
And it's just the one guy doing it, so we don't have to worry about like
that was
3-year like gap.
Well, it was him, but it was like a bunch of like Newgrounds animators and stuff like that. Like Chris O'Neill, Oni NG was on that, and so was Sick Animation and stuff like that. So like, if they just do more of that and just get more internet animators to work on a television show, I'd be so happy.
Could go to Bendigo, Morty.
You're gonna die today, Morty.
I turned my portal gun into a real gun. You're gonna die, Morty. First, we gotta get diesel. Well, first, we gotta get petrol.
No! I put in diesel.
I put diesel in the car. Ah, shit. We gotta walk. We gotta walk to the Bush dimension, Morty. We're in the bloody Bush dimension, Morty. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I do want that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. You know, it's speculation on our part. You know, we could be wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. It is going to be like 8 seasons of Adventures in Bush World.
Bush World Adventures. Uncle Barry comes back. I'm Uncle Barry. I'm a bloody Ute.
My husband's a bloody Ute.
Ah.
I love Charlene.
Charlene, go get these blokes a pack of cigarettes.
So there was this woman going around selling. She works for a financial advice place, and she was going door to door to get customers. And she came to my door, and I don't need financial advice, but we started talking, and it was the middle of November, and I was like, oh my God, it's so cold. Do you want to come in for a cup of coffee? And we just talked and talked. And now every time I think about her, because we do lunch and dinner and stuff, and every time I think about her, I'm like, yeah, I know I've only known you for 15 seconds, but it feels like 15 years.
Yeah, inviting strangers into your house. That's good stuff. I did find this afternoon there's also apparently going to be like a shit ton of Rick and Morty merchandise, so we haven't gotten enough of that.
Of course.
I have a Pickle Rick tree, Christmas tree ornament.
Oh, Adam just ordered a bunch of these limited edition Rick and Morty shirts. One of them is a Pickle Rick shirt. Pickle Rick is like embroidered onto the shirt. It's really nice. Yeah. It's from some skateboard company.
There's too much Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's very overdone for a very quick gag.
Yeah, but they've done that before. I mean, how much Meeseek stuff do they have?
Yeah, I don't think that either. Because that was that. I mean, that. Well, I don't know. That one was like a. That one I feel like had more to it than just him screaming, "I'm Pickle Rick."
Mm-hmm.
That's true. This one was more, "Oh, Mr. Meeseeks, look at me!"
And you know, I think like Pickle Rick kind of downplayed really hardcore the severity of what was going on in the family, and I don't think people didn't pick up on that. They're just kind of like, "Oh, Pickle Rick," when in reality it was like,
he turned into a fucking pickle.
Yeah, he killed the rats with some cockroaches. That's real funny.
Bro, this show's so weird. The dude turned into a fucking pickle, man.
No, you gotta do it the Staten Island way. Hey, he turned into a pickle.
Bro, you gotta watch this show, man. You gotta watch this show, bro. I see this show, a guy turned into a fucking pickle. It's fucking wild, bro.
Oh, bro.
And everybody makes it out like that was
the freaking pickle.
Turned into a fucking pickle.
Everybody makes it out like that was the best episode of the season, and it wasn't.
No.
Oh, you know what'd be great? Aqua
Evil
Teen
Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Yes.
He's a freaking pickle.
Oh my God. Master Shake and Pickle Rick.
Reboot Aqua Teen now. Put Justin Roiland back on the show as a different character.
Wait, he was on the show?
Yeah, he was when they did the Claymation episode.
They did a Claymation episode?
My God, Trish, where were you? The last season, the first episode was Claymation.
Holy shit.
Trish missed an entire season.
I did. I missed a few seasons.
Did you see the last episode?
I almost cried at the last episode.
And I'm talking about the last episode that they showed online with the Highlander.
Oh, I don't. I know I saw it, but I don't.
The shampoo that makes him immortal.
I don't remember it, but I know I saw it.
But apparently you didn't see the first episode with the Claymation Aqua Teen characters and Justin Roiland as the Claymation beef jerky Abe Lincoln.
You know, I forgot about that episode, and then I looked it up, and I recognized Roiland's character completely.
Oh yeah,
this looks so familiar. Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched.
He basically sounds like Lemon Grab almost.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're not doing it enough. Say the slogan."
I've been meaning to watch Aqua Teen over. It's been a long time.
There are rumors. I mean, much like a lot of the stuff on Adult Swim, that they might be rebooting Aqua Teen at some point.
I hope so.
I would like to see that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I did not remember this episode. I would remember it if I had seen it, because
Yeah,
this is beautiful.
that last season had a lot of good episodes. I mean, there was that one. There was the one with Henry Zabrowski as the magician.
Oh yeah. It had a lot. There were some good ones in the last couple of seasons. I feel like there was one season I don't like, but I don't remember which one it was. But right after that season, it went back up. I think it might have been the one season that didn't really have the Aqua Teens in it.
Right.
With
Markula.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about a chunk of that season.
The Markula trilogy.
Yeah,
I like the Markula trilogy though, because I mean, how many times do you get to hear?
How was your fix?
see, I say that, and then I always look at what episodes were in that season, and I always forget Sirens was in there. And Sirens is fucking gold.
Oh yeah,
I love that episode.
Yeah, there are a few diamonds in there. I think it kind of slides off after the fifth episode, and then Sirens kind of picks it back up again.
I just love, Lordy, Lordy, look who's turning 40.
40.
I love that.
You skipped over the wooden paneling. Talk more about the wooden paneling. Is that a feature? It is the best feature. Yeah, good.
Remember,
good stuff.
Robots Everywhere was on the PS2 game.
Oh god. I kind of wish they'd put the PS2 game out somewhere.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks, but it's fun.
It is.
I don't know. But yeah.
I think I got that for my ex, so he would play it for me because I suck at video games and I hate them, but I like watching them, and he never played it.
I found them at Five Below, and I think I bought like 2 or 3 copies for Dragon Con.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Yeah, it was hysterical. That was back before someone at Swim was like, well, "Why are you buying stuff out of pocket? You know, we have like tons of stuff here. We would be glad to give away." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" So like that year, I remember it was like, I think that was the year I was giving away like the Aqua Teen game and like copies of The Room.
Oh,
nice.
Because Amazon, I don't know if they still do. Amazon had them on sale for like $6.
Well, this I gotta see.
Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, going back to the newsworthy stuff. So Rick and Morty, they're coming out with more and more stuff. I'm looking at this article I posted up. I'll try and post in the show notes if I remember. Extensive lineup of new Rick and Morty licensing merchandise partnerships to launch throughout 2019. They got a really weird backpack, and then the previous announcement about they're doing a Dungeons and Dragons pack. They're doing a Omnipress Dungeons and Dragons comic, and then they have I'll check out more merchandise here. Cool. They have exclusive covers of Rick and Morty the comic with Harmon and Justin Roiland. I will post that here. Oh shit! They're gonna have MeUndies.
I love MeUndies. They're so comfortable, and you can wear them with your spouse. You can have matching underpants.
I know they're like hella expensive, but they look pretty cool.
They are hella expensive, but they are really good.
That's what I've been told. I've been told they are very expensive, but they are worth it.
They are.
I gotta get some.
Adam has a jumpsuit with unicorns all over it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep. The only thing is the quality of MeUndies has kind of gone downhill as they've gotten more popular. So like the jumpsuit has a hole in it where like right under the zipper.
Well, like a pee hole?
It ripped in such a way, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was going for like a literal pee hole.
No. But it works. I don't wear it because the only problem with it is like you have to take off basically the entire thing when you have to go to the bathroom unless you're peeing through the pee hole, which I can't do. So. Okay. But MeUndies are very comfortable, and their pants, their lounge pants, oh my god, I sleep in them every night.
They also sponsor a lot of podcasts, so MeUndies, get at us.
Yeah,
MeUndies.
MeUndies.
We don't need we don't need money. We just need free MeUndies or discounted MeUndies.
I'll take this.
We work cheap on this network.
We are.
We are cheap.
Yeah.
If they have do they have a no, I don't see it. I was going to say if they have a affiliate program, maybe I would try and sign up for it, but it doesn't look like they do. So, bleh. The other big news, well, there's a few shows that are coming out soon. The other one is Three Busy Debras. Has anyone heard about this?
No.
I heard the name.
I'll read the article from Warner Media. Adult Swim, Amy Poehler officially a thing with Three Busy Debras. One year ago, Adult Swim ordered a pilot for the Amy Poehler co-produced comedy series Three Busy Debras. Well, those Debras are about to be crazy busy, as Adult Swim has announced the series has been picked up and will go into production later this year. The show is the brainchild of the comedy trio of Mitra Juhari, Sandy Honig, Alyssa Stonoha, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names, known as Three Busy Debras. Three also serve as executive producers along with Poehler through her company Paperkite Productions. Kim Lessing and director Anna DeCosa. I'm noticing a theme here, and I'm loving it. The fact that Adult Swim is hiring ladies to run their shows. Finally,
Yeah.
After what did it take, like 20 years?
Yeah.
I mean, I
No, it
when-
hasn't been 20.
we had some when we had some ding dong who co-hosted with us saying, "Oh, Super Jail has a woman named Christy. They're finally going to have women." And we're like, Christy's a dude. But yeah, that's really awesome, you know.
Oh my
Although
God.
I'm hearing, you know, like too little too late from a couple of people, but they're like self-entitled troll assholes, I think, on Twitter.
Yeah, it's not.
So I just realized how truly old we are. Adult Swim is 18 years old.
Yup.
I believe it.
It's crazy.
2001 was the stealth pilot, so
A person could have
Oh, yeah,
literally grown up watching Adult Swim.
I did grow up watching Adult Swim.
Well, you became a man. But I mean, like, a person
Sure.
could have gone from birth until they became an adult. Like,
I mean,
every day.
Maybe.
that's been me with The Simpsons.
That's been
Wow.
everyone with The Simpsons.
It's been on my whole life. I mean, it premiered the show proper premiered in '89. I was born in '91.
Wow.
I've not lived in a world where the show hasn't existed.
This is true.
Oh, Jason, you're
Where-
a baby.
Aw.
27.
Aww.
I don't know
My
how
brothers were 27. One of them died. The other one is now 31 in
Jedli?
July.
Jedli.
Yeah. Matt was
Alright.
born in July.
Oh God. All right. The other cool. Speaking of women doing shows on Adult Swim, Bird Girl,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
which I am super excited about that, but it's also being showrun by a lady.
Can't wait.
Awesome.
So, you know,
Now-
what's new is old. So hopefully they. I'm sorry. Back that up and reverse it. What's old is new.
It's Steve, why am I not
Stephen
Colbert.
Colbert.
I almost
Colbert.
said Carell. Is Stephen Colbert gonna be on the show as a guest at all? Do you know?
I would hope so, but you know, his
I don't think he
schedule
said
his schedule has changed quite a bit since the Colbert Report days.
Yeah.
So it's not like Venture where hopefully they don't get a message from his assistant going, he has no time or interest in this show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I mean, I think I assume they film the same way that they filmed with Letterman, where it's like 2 in a day or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he has like free days and shit like that.
Well, he's still doing the president. I was gonna say the president show. That was a different show. The cartoon president.
The one for Showtime.
Yeah. I know he usually I watched like the first few episodes of that. Hysterical, by the way. But I know he's done like a voice in like practically each episode that I saw.
Okay.
So he is involved with that, and he has been doing, since that whole debacle, he has done stuff for Swim, like the Harvey Birdman Attorney General special, and I think Venture Brothers once or twice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he went back to Venture.
Yeah. Which I was getting used to Bill Hader as Professor Impossible, but it was nice to hear. It was nice to hear Colbert back, I thought, for one episode. But speaking of Venture, we don't know when it's coming back, but the Blu-ray just came out for the last season. And apparently it's, as usual, it's like chock full of cool stuff, so I gotta pick it up because no one sends me copies to review anymore, so I don't write anything. Which makes...
I should grab it.
John makes John sad.
Yeah.
Send me stuff, I'll review it.
I never finished that season, so I should probably get the Blu-ray.
Did you see the last episode?
No.
Oh my god!
The last episode was bonkers.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna see it soon. I've convinced my group of friends to watch through the entire series. So we're gonna be doing that.
That last episode, there was a scene, and I saw it coming from the get-go. John, do you know what scene I'm talking about at the end?
I'm blanking on the end. Was that the one where that looked like they were going to kill the Monarch and Gary?
No.
Don't spoil.
I'll try not to. I guess we can't talk about it now. We will talk about it at a later date in a later
Damn
episode.
it, Jason! Watch the end.
Hopefully, by the next time, I'll have watched through it. Who knows? Or in a couple episodes, I'll have watched through it, and we can have a whole conversation about it.
Okay.
Oh my god! Back to how old Adult Swim and I are. I was thinking about it. I was 18 in 2001 when they premiered, and I was like, "Wow! If I had had a child, that child would be 18 now." And then I was like, "How old would I be?" And then I thought, "Dumbass, your birthday was last Tuesday."
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I'm so fucking old. I just, I don't know. I need my Geritol.
I'm above, and I know this is the joke every episode now. I'm above the age limit of the demographic.
So am I, but that doesn't stop me from binging on Your Pretty Face because...
Oh my god, yes, I actually, truth be told, I binged it before this episode, but it was amazing.
So did we. Okay.
Possibly the best season so far.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
I mean, from start to finish, I watched the first 8 episodes, and the next one looks hysterical with the SufferCon.
SufferCon.
It looks like they're gonna make fun of Comic-Con.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Is it going to hit home for you?
I don't know. I haven't... Well, I mean, the last convention I went to was New York Comic Con, and I was only there for like a day because I got sick. But maybe it will still hit home. Don't know. But they had some good stuff. A lot of good guests. John Glazer was in the first episode. I love that John Glazer always plays dick characters, but he's like... He has a heart of gold. The man.
He's so nice.
Yes. And I should re-release the episode where we interviewed him. I mean,
Yes.
It was so kind of him to give us a good half an hour of talking about Delocated.
Mm-hmm.
Missed that show so much.
Oh God. I got to catch up sidebar on this last season of John Glazer's Gear.
I gotta watch that just in general. I've seen very little because I went to both New York Comic Con panels that they've done for it, and that's mostly what I've seen. But what I've seen is very funny.
Oh yeah, It's in the same vein as Delocated. It's like it starts with a general theme of, hey, I'm going to show you this bike and I'm going to show you this tent, and then like something happens with like because his wife won't do the show, kind of like Delocated. The wife won't be in the show, so he hires this woman to be his wife, and she ends up like on the beach with some other dude, and he's like, hey, what's going on? And then he's like spends the whole episode trying to get revenge on her.
Doesn't she end up with
Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in the first episode, the first wife ends up with Steve, the sports expert, the Spurt.
Yeah, the Spurt.
And then he splits with him for like the entire season. Like you don't see Steve except for like here and there, and you see his alleged son.
Yeah. I gotta watch that show. It's what I've seen. It's hilarious.
It is hysterical, and John Hodgman plays his like Siri, Geary.
Yeah,
and like he'll bring up Delocated every once in a while, like, oh hey, wasn't so and so in? I think Paul Rudd dies at the beginning of John Glazer's show.
Oh no way, really?
Yeah, like they continue the theme of Paul Rudd dying, but like he's not there. He's like, oh, I just heard Paul Rudd died. And Geary goes, oh, he was in Delocated.
Wait, can we get back to your pretty face, please? Because...
Yeah, I'm sorry. We went on a John Glazer tangent because of pretty face.
Okay, like...
Where do you want to begin? I have notes for each episode.
Oh my god. The one I just watched with Gary... what is it called? We were just talking about it before we started filming or recording. In Gary in the Name of the Law. What was it called, John?
Oh, the lawyer one. I just put court.
Oh.
I kind of like in some cases I tried to write down the episode, but I was writing too fast. So like I have like Stan the Man, Gary Bunda, Demon Hunter, and then I have like Four Horsemen, Flip, Cult.
Oh, I couldn't handle Four Horsemen with Pestilence.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I would say poor Benji, but he is a child eater.
Yeah, like, I felt really bad for him until I saw, when Gary has his demon killing show, and then I was like, oh, right, he's a pedophile, so he can get...
The demon hunting.
Yes, and he has to hunt demons at 5-star restaurants.
With Rocco DeSpirito and Kevin Gillespie.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, demons just love to hang out in the kitchen.
Yeah. My favorite part of that episode, though, was the very beginning, where they do the throwback to the summon word. Because remember, in the first episode, he loses his summon word, and that pothead summons him.
You have a much better memory than I do.
Wow. I think that's why I've been, reining in this show for 12. Well, I won't say 12.
Yeah.
We did have hosts, that wrangled the show in way better than I did, but one's a big dickhead and one's a magatard.
Oh, don't say tard.
Maggot.
Oh, I like that. I like that, but I don't.
I can't claim copyright on that because I'm pretty sure someone else has said that. Oh, speaking of maggots, the Stan the Man episode.
Oh God.
Hysterical.
That was beautiful. I think that might have been Adam's favorite.
That was a funny one. Phil Hendry as the Alex Jones type guy. Sidebar: voice of Principal Vagina on Rick and Morty.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I can totally hear it now.
With the gay bees and Satan. Satan is married to Obama. No, my favorite line is the end of that. He's like, Satan's like, yeah, I'm gonna go have steaks with Hannity. Don't they know you're Satan? Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter to them. Too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could rattle on stuff forever. I mean, but we apparently may have a guest contributor coming in.
Oh my goodness!
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest contributor this week, because we're going to start doing guest contributors. From the podcast game shows, I guess, Mr. Jordan Haas. Jordan, how you doing?
It's good, I suppose.
You suppose.
Game shows, I suppose.
Oh, what did I say?
Game shows, I guess.
It was close.
Game shows, sure.
Sure, why not?
Game shows, fine. The most passive, assertive podcast about game shows around.
Game shows,
Take it or leave it.
So you just jumped in. We were just discussing Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. Have you seen any of this recent season?
I have not seen any of the recent season. I have seen the last season, though. It is one of my favorite Adult Swim originals. So for you to invite me on to talk about it, heck yes.
Very, very cool. Anyway, I'm dropping my notes because I feel like we've run out of Your Pretty Face to talk about.
Oh my God, no!
No, you want to talk
about
more?
that for hours.
Let's talk more then. Discuss.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Wow, what was Satan's sexiest episode? Do you think? Because I liked him when he was throwing rocks at the lawyers.
I don't know. I was thinking. You said sexiest. I was thinking of the Velvet Lurker.
The Velvet Lurker?
Yeah, from last season.
I don't remember.
When he's on the boat with the band.
On the boat with the band?
Was it a boat?
Did I see that episode?
Jordan, you saw last episode. You saw last season. What was it?
I think it was kind of like a, because it was basically kind of like a hell jet ski kind of thing. It was like a yachtish kind of thing. I would say a schooner, canoe.
It's a schooner. Sorry.
But yeah, it was a boat. It was kind of like a boat. No, I thought you already went through all this. Your Pretty Face. Did you talk about our favorite Dana Snyder and who's your favorite between Lucas and Troy?
No, I didn't, and I'm trying to. See, the thing is, Lucas was a good friend to Gary. Troy is a total dick. And they wrote him like that because he's basically supposed to be a clone of, what's his face? I'm blanking on his name. Claude. Because Claude was out in LA when they were filming the second or the third season, and he could only do like a handful of episodes, so they got Dana to fill in.
Oh, I was wondering why there was less Claude.
Right. Although that one episode where he tries to get out of hell, and he goes back to the girlfriend, and the girlfriend's crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The same one where William ends up getting out of hell, too. I love you, William!
Oh, what about the one we were talking about before we started recording, where with the Ouija episode?
Oh, the Ouija emoji, Ouija.
Yeah.
That was hysterical. But we're the only two people who have seen it.
Jason, Jordan.
I've seen like 3 episodes of the show in total.
Tisk, my dude.
Shame.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yes, welcome
You're
to
the only one.
The inaugural edition of us having a guest contributor on the show from now on.
This is the guest contributor right near the end of the episode in typical Adult Swim fashion.
It's Joey Fatone.
Oh, God, Joey Fatone. Yeah, we totally did it. Oh, yeah, what was her name?
Oh, I forget. Amy?
Made sweet love to Amy last night. And the teacher's like, oh, Joey Fatone, is that really you?
The other kids are like, oh, he's 40, you're a creep.
Yeah.
Did they really get Joey Fatone for this? Because I think he would, because he is like doing game shows these days. So
yeah, no, that was Joey Fatone.
Well, I know that he owns his own like company where they like it's like an agency, but it's for like conventions.
Mm-hmm.
And he has agents, and then like they like I guess kind of outsource him to like different conventions and sometimes like shows and stuff. So I think he's done some Comic-Cons with Dana.
Mm.
He also totally has a food truck named Fat Ones.
Oh my God, what do they sell?
Hot dogs and Italian ice.
Nice.
And then let's see, Joey Fatone also was like the guest on Impractical Jokers on True TV. And he's the current host of Common Knowledge, now in their second season on the Game Show Network.
My aunt was on Impractical Jokers.
Oh, wow.
They pranked her.
What'd they do?
There's an episode where they go to like the senior center in Jersey, and they're trying to teach the seniors how to use like an iMac, not an iMac, an iPad. And the one guy who's like teaching them how to use it, he pulls out like this old like Apple II.
Oh my God.
And it starts smoking.
Oh my God.
It's the funniest thing. He goes, "Oh, my dog pissed on it. I'm so mad. I could, I'm gonna yell at him when I get home." They pan over to my aunt. She's like, "Oh, don't do that."
Oh my God. I love your aunt.
You got pranked.
She got pranked a couple of times because they did another one where the guy, one of them goes in like a scared. He thinks it's a Scared Straight thing, and it's all the seniors.
Why do they keep targeting seniors?
I don't know. I thought perhaps like one, because there's a scene at the end of the one with the iPad where like one of the guys like he loses the week and he's got to prank his own dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, is the dad go there? And I turn to my aunt. I'm like, do you know that guy? And she's like, oh, I don't know. So I don't know if he actually goes there or they like invited him or what.
Mm. Interesting thing about Joey Fatone, it's a weird NSYNC thing because I'm trying to pull it back.
The NSYNC cast.
So we were watching Single Parents, and two of the kids on the show were supposed to go to Lance Bass Space Camp, and they had a whole song. It was like Lance Bass Space Camp, and he was actually in the show, and he was like writing songs with the dad and like talking about space, and it was cool. Right, Binks? Binks thought it was cool too.
Cool.
Oh, wait! Since Jordan is our special guest, can I ask him a special question?
Sure.
Okay, Jordan. If you didn't know, my name is Trish. I'm a co-host, and I always ask new people the same question.
You missed the funny part when she had the helium in her mouth.
Okay,
do you want me to get
right now?
I can get.
No.
Honey, can you get
No.
Never mind.
I want you to live.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Honey, can you hand me a balloon? He said no more balloons. Okay, Jordan, what is your favorite kind of cat and why? And you cannot say a dead cat. That answer is unacceptable.
Repeat the question again, but this time with the helium balloon.
He won't get it for me.
I think she's been cut off.
It's like within reaching distance. He can reach it.
It's just rub the balloon to the microphone, and then.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go back to watching the Adult Swim stream.
No, okay, Jordan. What is your favorite kind of cat and why? And don't say a dead cat.
Cat animal? Like a fictionalized cat, like a Garfield, Heathcliff, or
any kind of cat. Any kind of cat you can really think of.
I think she means pet, but sure, go with that.
I would probably anything but the grumpy cat would be the good answer.
Why don't you like Grumpy Cat?
Because let's just say sometimes I get a little upset, and then people say, "Oh, you look like the Grumpy Cat," and no, I'm not the Grumpy Cat, and people keep going, "Oh, Jordan's the Grumpy Cat," but you know what?
I'm sorry, Jordan.
But you know what? That cat is gone now. That cat is dead, and you know what?
No, don't. That's a sad thing. I am genuinely sad that
You know what?
Grumpy Cat is dead.
I'm glad that fucking cat is dead.
Oh my God, I do not like you, Jordan.
I'm sorry, he's not even called the Grumpy Cat.
Sidebar
Her name was Tartar Sauce.
No, it's shorter than that. Only the first 4 letters.
No, we can't say that. I just said that earlier, and she's like, "No, we can't say that." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're probably right. We shouldn't say that word."
What is this? Season 1 of Robot Chicken?
Oh my God!
Is it? I don't watch that show.
The season 1 does not hold up. Just throwing it out.
Sidebar: they did do our friend William is in that Ouija episode, and one of the girls calls him Grumpy Cat's grandpa.
Cranky Cat. Also, you know what? Also, the correct answer for me would probably be the Cool Cat in those Cool Cat Talks to Kids and about stranger dangers. That would be my favorite cat.
I've never seen that.
Look for Cool Cat. Look up on YouTube. Cool Cat.
Now, is that the Warner Brothers Cool Cat? That the old one?
No, it's a 2015. It's a 2015 movie called Cool Cat Saves the Kids.
Oh,
wow!
Cool Cat learns fair use.
Huh.
It stars Eric Estrada and Vivica A. Fox. It's real. It's good.
It's good cheese.
It's good cheese.
Compared to Karate Dog.
Yes, because it's a guy in a cool cat costume.
Yeah.
He looks pretty awesome.
Karate Dog is CGI Karate Dog, so whichever.
Okay, Jordan, if you had to pick a pet cat, which kind of cat would it be?
Probably like a black cat. Probably like a. I don't know what the breeds are that are.
Well,
I no longer dislike you.
I was gonna say I think you've gotten back into goodness with Trish.
Yeah, you are in my good graces again. I am a black cat lady. Like, I have 2 black cats because they both picked me at the shelter. We were going to get a black one and an orange one. And then this other black cat was like hanging up on the shelf by the ceiling. And she just came right down to me and they were like, "Oh, she doesn't come to anybody." And she was like rubbing all over me and everything. And I was like, "Well, I've been picked." And she's the meanest and most affectionate cat I've ever had. And I love her.
You know, it's something that's kind of like a Sailor Moon or a...
Oh my God, yes.
Call it Luna or something.
Her name is Binks.
But I linked to Cool Cat Saves the Kids up on...
Okay, we'll put that in the show notes as well.
Put that in the show notes so you all know the best thing that is not an Adult Swim original.
Yeah.
It should be an Adult Swim original. This looks awesome.
Have we hit the non-adult swim stuff? No, not yet. Jason, did you want to talk about Laser Wolf? Because I don't think any of us have seen it.
No. Good. Everybody go watch it. It's good. It's got Big E.
Oh my God, Jason.
Yes.
Big E is great, even though I'm not really watching WWE stuff right now. Big E's pretty
but his Twitter game is savage.
Oh, he's the best at Twitter.
He was trying to hit on Becky's mom.
He got an apron made with a picture of Becky Lynch's mother on it.
Oh my gosh.
Who's Becky Lynch?
Becky Lynch is probably the best person in the company right now. She's the Irish Raw women's.
She's the quote unquote last kicker.
Yes, she's the man. They also said it. But I love her. But I love Big E. He's hilarious, and he's in Laser Wolf, and he's good in it. And so is Vince Staples, and he's a good rapper, and he's good in Laser Wolf. It's a good show.
See, I keep getting Laser Wolf mixed up with the Jellies.
Jellies bad. I actually finally sat down and watched an episode or 2 of the Jellies recently, and it's all right.
I think I caught some of it on one of the the marathon streams.
Like it's nothing amazing or groundbreaking, but it's funny. It's decent enough. I would say watch Laser Wolf though, it's really good.
Very cool.
Please watch Hot Streets. Please. They just finished their season 2.
God, Hot Streets is so good.
Wasn't it canceled?
Yeah.
I think it could. I think it could be. They finished in March, but I don't know any announcements of a season 3 pickup yet.
I thought I heard something, but then if you hear something on Twitter, it's not really accurate. Like,
well, I think one of the creators mentioned on Twitter that they weren't getting picked up,
Oh no.
which is unfortunate. Is what I've seen. I've seen very little of the show, but what I have seen is pretty good.
Royland's on that
same
too,
here.
isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he plays the dog.
Oh God,
He's good.
Royland's everywhere.
Yes.
He is.
And I can't wait to talk about my next Royland piece of news, but we're going to talk about non-Adult Swim stuff. Does anyone have anything to talk about before I do?
I like cats.
Yeah.
Wednesday on ABC, Summer Fun and Games. All your favorite game shows are back. Press Your Luck, Card Shark, the $100,000 Pyramid, and
Wait.
more.
Really?
Press Your Luck is Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Oh,
Well,
snap. I gotta
Elizabeth
keep
Banks
track of that.
is hosting it, too.
I knew they were doing Press Your Luck, but I didn't hear about the other two. That's awesome.
And Joel McHale's doing Card Sharks.
Have you guys seen the one with Alec Baldwin?
Yeah,
where
Match
everybody
Game.
gets drunk and Alec Baldwin is mean to everyone?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
Match
that
Game,
was-
and
that
essentially
was
is
the
Match
original.
Game. If you ever see like old 70s Match Game, Gene Rayburn does not fucking like anybody. Either.
Yes. Trish, just watch Buzzer TV and you'll see like all the old versions of these shows and how they match up to the new ones.
I just love Alec Baldwin. Like when we saw he was on a show, we were like, okay. Because like Adam always wanted to be Alec Baldwin and I was his Liz Lemon.
No one wins steak knives on the show, unfortunately.
No steak knives?
No steak knives. They could get up to $25,000, and they have to fill in the blank. And it's always like it's almost like Cards Against Humanity kind of situations, like fill in the obvious joke, but the blank is always something obvious, like saying penis or boobs or sex or. One person flat out said "come," and Alec Baldwin fucking fell on his face and was like, "What the fuck? This cannot air."
Oh my god!
It's almost like Family Feud with Steve Harvey,
but much more
Oh my
raunchier.
God.
But
Yes.
much more raunchier, and that's actually.
I mean, the worst I've seen from that one is the naked grandma line.
But the thing is, if you ever see my podcast, Games I Suppose, available now wherever all podcasts are available, I talk about how Match Game is the inspiration behind Family Feud.
Huh?
Yeah,
Why?
I believe
Oh,
that.
So in
I-
the bonus
yeah.
round, with the audience survey, we asked 100 people give their best answer to this: family blank. Most popular answers were 1,000, 500, 250. That becomes Family Feud because in the 70s, Richard Dawson was such a great person in that super match game. They kind of designed a new version with him in mind to be the host.
Jordan, you know a lot about game shows.
So let me tell you about Neil.
You should do a podcast.
So
You're gonna say Neil Hamburger's Big Ball.
Neil Hamburger's Big Ball it's actually called Neil Hamburger's the all new Big Ball because at the time it's an inspiration behind different game shows. When they were bringing it back in the 80s, they would not call it just the title; they would call it the all new. For instance, the all new Let's Make a Deal, or the new Price is Right in the 70s
and the 90s.
Yes, so they took inspiration behind that. And some of the challenges are inspired by different other variations of different games. And they even had that full on, if you see the pilot, they even have the shameful round where if you fail, a horrible secret about you will be exposed. And it's just like a play off like Baggage or Moment of Truth. So it's like
I think I did try to watch that once.
It is. I love it so much, and I think the problem was it was too niche. And Tim Heidecker just made an entire show just solely for me and no one else, because it's like I knew all the references they were going for. It was meta.
Is that on? No, it's not. I'm looking at all the shows that Adult Swim has on their feed.
I'm pretty sure you can find it on the Internet Archive if you look hard enough.
wait, can we play a game real quick?
What's the game?
What would be one horrible secret that you wouldn't want to get revealed?
I don't know.
Okay. Jordan, Jason?
Yeah, let's reveal it on a podcast. That's a good idea.
Okay, here I'll go with one of mine. Okay, so we don't have like a ledge or anything in our shower. It's just literally a glass box, and we have a really big tub. But I don't take baths that often. So in the winter, I went for like a month without shaving my legs, and like my legs look like my little brother's legs. He has like really dark hair, and like every time I put on get to put my pants on, I'd be like, "Oh my god, I am just disgusting."
When I was when I was like 9, it was one of those family road trippy kind of things to the beach, and my mom left the car because she had to go to the bank, and that's how usually it does. And no one else was around, and I was locked into the car, and I had to go to the bathroom. But of course, I'm locked in. You don't want to have the alarm to go off, so I had to urinate inside a bottle.
Oh my god!
And have you ever noticed that Surge looks a lot like?
What is the deal with Surge?
Dude, Burger King has Surge now.
It's in the freestyle machines.
Holy shit.
You can get Surge, and I think you can also get flavored Surge too, like a cherry, orange, a grape.
Ew.
Okay, before we continue on our random tangents, has anyone watched What We Do in the Shadows?
Oh
the TV
my god.
Colleen watched What We Do in the Shadows, and she even loves it.
Wow.
Staten Island.
Although
guys,
I've been told most of it was filmed in like Toronto.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But I swear that that there's parts of the first episode where we had my wedding reception.
Oh wow.
Like I'm like, that bridge looks familiar. Is that where we took pictures?
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
I need to watch that. Especially,
And I thought going into it was going to be like the same, basically the same characters, but they are different.
yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's back up here because Jordan and I really we like stuck ourselves out there. Come on, John, Jason, like it doesn't have to be your worst secret, obviously, but come on. What's something horrible that could be used against you?
I buried a dead body in the backyard.
Probably nothing.
I thought you lived in an apartment.
I have a backyard.
Yeah.
You do?
Jason can vouch. I do have a backyard.
Yes, he has a backyard. I've been to his house. His place.
Like, what kind of body was it? Was it like an already dead body, or did you kill it, or was it like some child you found dying and you put it in the ground?
That's the secret.
Oh. Okay. Jason, do you ever like eat the bread with the seeds in it, like, and not tell your manager?
I don't really want it usually.
Bread with the fucking seeds.
Was that on an episode, or was that just the three of us joking around?
I think
it ended up on an episode.
Probably.
Definitely ended up on an episode.
Our listeners at home can tell us if it was an episode.
Oh yeah.
We do have an email podcast. Is it podcast? Yeah, podcasts@acpnet.net is our email. And if you put, subject line swimcast and tell us, you have listened to the swimcast, I love you. I hate you. Please, Trish, inhale more helium.
I can. I think I'm out. Let me try.
Aww.
What was that podcast name again for the email?
It's podcasts with an S @acpnet.net.
And remember, that's P-net, not peanut. Do not.
Oh,
confuse.
yeah.
No, it's not peanut.
Yeah, Adventure Club Jason always says AC Peanut.
That's what the name of your fan base is. The ACP nuts out there.
Maybe.
Here to give you some brand awareness. We're all the ACP nuts out there.
Yes.
Unless you want to be like an ist, in which case all the ACP NIST out there.
That's what I am.
No.
I heard penis, and my attention is now back on the podcast.
Oh, great.
We were talking about penises, right?
We were talking about game shows and games and stuff like that. I did have one more item of interest to pretty much everyone swim related. Has anyone seen that new game, Trover Saves the Universe?
I've heard of
Oh, yeah, I saw
the Justin Roiland game.
It's a VR game.
It's VR, but you can also play it on the PC.
Can you play it on the PS4 without the PSVR?
That I don't know.
I think so.
That I'm not sure. I'm not sure about because I bought it through Steam on PC.
Because I am not buying a PSVR. There's no chance.
I don't even know if it's available on PS4. Oh, it might be.
It is.
It is. Because I remember the commercial. It was on PS4, PSVR, and PC, but not on Xbox, and I was pissed about that. Because we don't have a PS4.
Let's take a look at their website. Well, basically, Justin Roiland from Rick and Morty made this crazy go nuts game that's available on like every thing. Well, it says buy now on PS4 and PSVR.
Okay.
So it must be available on PlayStation, but I bought it for the computer.
Oh, whoa.
Because I need stuff on my computer that's fancy and new.
Okay.
Since I have a fancy and new computer. I want to know what Accounting Plus is.
Well, have you heard of Microsoft Excel?
I think that's what they were. I think that's what they were getting at. But this is by Justin Roiland's game company, Squanch Games.
It'll probably be something like. I was gonna say the Rick and Morty virtual reality game.
Oh, maybe. Well, Trover Saves the Universe. I played some of it last night. Maybe I'm nuts, and jury's still out on that. I usually play when I'll play like a game where they give you like choices to make. I usually play it like straight arrow, kind of, where it's like I want to do what's right and not kill anybody and be nice and get like the best ending. I feel like with this game, it's invoking Justin Roiland where I don't give a shit. Like, for instance, like the first thing that happens when you walk out of like your house is some old man starts like ranting and raving. Oh, you caused the apocalypse, blah, blah. And your like side character like pulls out his sword and you can like whip it around. So you can literally like whip it around at the guy screaming and you and kill him. And Trover's like, oh god, we killed that guy, we better get out of here.
So he's Rick. Sorry, he's Morty. He's Morty.
Yeah, Trover is basically Morty, and then like the bad guy is basically Rick.
Sounds. I like this original concept for a video game by Justin Roiland's company. I look forward to more, such as Disenfranchised Toddler and Drunk Uncle coming soon.
Have you guys seen Drunk Uncle on SNL?
No.
Oh my god,
Bobby Moulahan.
Yeah, he hates that piece of toast.
Speaking of Bobby Moynihan, anyone caught up on DuckTales?
No.
I need to watch that.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I need to watch.
I really hope that last episode they had is a backdoor pilot to Darkwing Duck.
It is. They actually. Sorry. Shit. Fuck.
It's okay. It's okay because I haven't been keeping up with it. I mean, we watched it on Hulu, but I heard Darkwing Duck, and that was like my huge obsession when I was little.
Yeah, like I didn't know where they were going with it because they made him. You've seen like the first couple episodes, right, Trish?
Yeah.
Where like Darkwing Duck is a TV show.
Yeah, and Launchpad is always watching it.
I didn't know where they were going with it, but I really like where it's going at this point with that last episode. I also like that Jim Cummings was acquitted of all charges for that whole thing with his wife.
What?
Yeah.
Jim Cummings got canceled for a brief second and then returned.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, there was a thing with his wife was taking him to court because apparently she said he was abusive and blah 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 and me too and some other stuff that just sounded horrible. And for a minute we were all like, "Oh my god, I hope not."
Mm-hmm.
And turns
And then
out
Jim Cummings showed up in his Pete voice and was like, "I don't know what goes about."
he didn't actually do that.
He did not do that.
A lot of people on Twitter were like people from like the voice acting community who have been like voiceover work for like the last 30 years were like, Jim Cummings is a nice guy, he wouldn't do that. And then that news came out.
Now about the other guy, the other anime voiceover guy.
Vic Mignola.
Well,
yeah, not so much.
So but going to DuckTales just quickly. The last episode I saw was the backstory with the mom on the moon, and that was
me too.
That they incorporated the moon theme from the game.
The lullaby. It became a lullaby. So now you have to go back and it's like, oh man, now this is even more sad. If you're playing on the moon and you start hearing do, 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 do. And now you're just like, ah, oh, damn it, no. Whoever is writing DuckTales knows exactly how to appeal to emotion to not just 90s nostalgia fans.
Yeah.
But to actually create an overlaying arc about Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and how each of them are actually different. Because originally, watch the '90s DuckTales, they kind of almost are all the same. But this one, they actually now have like characteristics.
They're all the same voice in the '90s one. I liked DuckTales in the '90s, but I wasn't like super into it, like I was with like Chip and Dale or Tailspin or Darkwing. But like the new DuckTales, oh my god, like it is so good.
And I love how like the whole Disney After universe is kind of like, it's implied that it's like intertwined because they have Darkwing Duck. They have one episode where they're like, oh, this ancient group of bears that had this juice that made them jump around.
Oh my god.
And the one where they're like, oh, you own property in St. Canard and Cape Suzette.
That's so cool.
What if the voice of Dewey was the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog?
If that was the case, then they'd have to redo the whole movie and delay it until Valentine's Day.
You know, Valentine's Day, when all the single people share their date at the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
And then you can have a 16-year-old kid come out with his own version, which looks vastly superior.
Whose idea was it to release that picture of Sonic? Like, who thought that would be a good idea? Like, let's
Hollywood.
give him, like, human teeth.
Hollywood.
And a little button nose.
The best was they were shitting on the silhouette like months ago, and people were like, "Oh, just chill, it's a thing." And then that they leaked that like promotional stuff where it like showed Sonic, and even the creator of Sonic was like, "That's not Sonic."
Uh-oh.
And you would think at that point, like the people behind the movie would have been like, "Yeah, let's start doing this now." So maybe we only delay the movie by like a few weeks, a month. Nope. Let's do it after the trailer comes out.
I still have the hottest take in terms of all the Sonic the Hedgehog discourse.
What's that?
I think the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is actually not going to be good, but I think it's never going to appeal to the Sonic the Hedgehog fan base ever, because it's not going to be whatever it is that they wanted it to be. Rather, it's Sad AM, Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic X, the 3D Sonic movie
it's
game.
Not going to be. I don't think it's going to be. It's gonna like resemble the game, but it's not going to be the same thing. It's going to be It's going to be a Jim Carrey movie.
Did you hear the like where it takes place? The city,
Earth.
Oh, yeah, it is in Earth, but the town Green Hill, Montana.
Which absolutely makes no sense at all.
You know, Montana, famous for its green hills.
Well, wasn't the first zone the Green Hill Zone?
Right, but that was on the planet Mobius. This is on the planet Earth.
Oh. Well, you know, Montana's a fabulous place. My in-laws went there in a motorhome in the 80s, and they loved it. They want to go back.
Yeah, my in-laws have been there. I think Holland's been there.
Montana's great. It's got rocks and snow and John, go wake up Colleen so she can tell you how great Montana is.
She's gonna kill me if I wake her up.
Oh.
She
So
will
you're
kill-
past the honeymoon stage?
She will kill me dead. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Phew.
Oh, do you guys want a game show fact before we continue talking about Sonic the Hedgehog movie being the best movie of 2020?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
So the Game Show Network, way back in the 2001, had promos for Game Show Network, and one of the famous ones was people yelling out botulism, 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 botulism. If you look closely at the 5-second mark on that video, it's available. There is a young Chris Evans. Chris Evans is in that promo.
Oh, who's Chris Evans?
Have you ever heard of you probably would never.
The little indie film called Avengers Endgame?
Yeah, it's this low budget movie.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not into all those superhero movies. I'm like, okay, like it's just like I am mighty, but I am also human, and I will help and save the world. I am great.
That is.
I would rather watch. Okay, so there's this doctor, right? And he's a really big psychiatrist. Everybody loves him. And then all of a sudden he goes to jail because he ate a bunch of people. Anyway, fast forward way into the future. There's this FBI agent in training named Clarice, and she has to find who's killing all these girls and skinning them. So she has to go and talk to the psychiatrist. And then the romance begins.
Okay.
So the Kirby movie sounds very good too. Then thank you for telling me about it.
Wait, there's a Kirby movie too?
Well, you're telling me about it right now. This guy eats people. What's the Kirby?
I get it.
Nah.
Cool.
So yeah, Chris Evans is in a little indie film called Captain America, and he's a big Rick and Morty fan apparently.
Oh wow. Is he gonna star on an episode, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Would be. I know aren't they trying to get Kanye for an episode?
Oh God. Did you hear Kanye's birthday song?
No.
Wait, let me see if I can find it so you can put
I
it in the
really
show.
don't.
I do want to get Swifty. Squiffy.
There you go.
Swifty.
Swiffer.
Get Swiffer.
Oh,
Guys go Target, pick up
Wet
Swifter.
Swiffer Wet Jet.
Yeah,
Slippery step.
Gotta clean my floors with a Swiffer Wet Jet.
Yeah.
Mr. Meeseeks. Oh, Mr. Meeseeks, look at me.
I think so I think there's going to be a Darkwing Duck announced at Comic-Con. Just throwing it out there, folks, ahead of the curve. Saying a Comic-Con announcement, Darkwing Duck.
That would be awesome.
And I'm thinking DuckTales will have 2 more seasons, and then they'll wrap that up.
Maybe
because they want to wrap it up because they're doing storyline, so they want to end with the parent. So there's your clear goal.
Yeah, I need to know. We found out who the mother is. The mother is reunited with them finally. Spoiler if I spoiled that for Trish, sorry. But
I
who's the
wasn't paying
dad?
attention.
But who's the dad?
That's next season.
The dad is Darkwing Duck.
You already got Darla. You got Darla.
Wait, what?
What?
Whoa, that would be a twist.
What?
If Darkwing Duck was the dad.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think so.
Sorry, Hugh and Dewey Louie, your dad can't help right now. He's too busy saving a town.
He's too busy being dangerous.
Also, does this mean Webby is no longer in canon, or
I don't know.
you need Webby? You need Webby in that.
Yes.
And also, didn't this mean Launchpad gets his own spinoff? Does Beck Bennett get 3 jobs?
Oh, God.
Because Beck Bennett's the voice of Launchpad, and
right. He's still on SNL. Yeah, I guess we'll say.
So I put in the chat Kanye's birthday song by Rick and Morty.
I see it.
Yeah, put that in the show notes. It's really funny,
I
but
will put it in the show notes.
I'm going to listen to a few seconds of this and hopefully not.
As will I. I don't know if it's going to come through the recording.
like I keep looking on Google for this, like my Google Home, and she'll be like, "Okay, playing birthday song for Kanye West," and it'll be like some random like 50 Cent song or something, and I'm like, "What?"
Oh, I hate
No.
that. I had a song stuck in my head the other day, and I'm like, play this song, and it played like the karaoke version. I'm like, Spotify doesn't have that?
I asked it for Get Swifty the other day, and it played like some really weird instrumental bleep bloop kind of song that didn't sound anything like Get Swifty.
Well, is that on the soundtrack?
Yeah.
Hey, Google, play Get Swifty on Spotify.
Get Swifty by Club Unicorn. Sure.
Yep.
Club Unicorn. Hey, Google, stop.
Alexa, play the Baby Shark song.
No.
What? It's a catchy song.
It's going to be a Nickelodeon show now.
Oh my God.
Hell yes.
Yep. No, thank you.
Then what? Hey, Google, play Old Town Road.
Yes.
Yeah, Old Town Road, the new Baby Shark song.
It totally is. I make my husband play it for me when we get in the car.
I like the Run Truth Run version.
Truth Run?
Nobody gets that reference.
Is that R-Truth for the 24/7 challenge?
Yes, he did a cover.
I forgot that happened.
Yeah, it was on social media.
Yeah.
You see, there's now a 24/7 championship, which means the championship is up for grabs anytime, any place, anywhere, like the hardcore title from the 90s.
Exactly.
So now anyone could just show up with a referee and then just pin somebody and become the new champion.
I wish they would do more with it. I'll be honest.
Yeah. I bet we wish WWE would do a lot of things, but guess what? It's not going to happen. And
hey, everybody watch AEW.
Double or Nothing.
Yep.
Double or Nothing was so good. So good.
Yes. I don't want to go off on a wrestling tangent, but Orange Cassidy is my new favorite.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything swim-worthy or comedy-worthy to discuss before we wrap it up? Because I feel like we're at wrap-up time.
Check the email. I asked my friend Paul to email us. He's like, I don't even watch Adult Swim anymore. I was like, it doesn't matter.
Where did he email?
I gave him the email you just gave out.
The
which was what again?
Podcasts at acpnet.net, which is our current thingy. Because I lost. Yeah.
Podcasts at acpnet.
ACPNET.
Okay. Podcasts at acpnet.net.
Yes.
Okay.
I know it's
Let's
a little
say
hard
it again.
to say. Podcasts with an S at acpnet.net. There we go.
So once again, that's podcast with a Z at acmrpeanut.net. Please check it out.
It's swimcast at aquateenscentral.com, which is owned by squatters now. That's why it no longer exists.
So let's all say fuck you to squatters. Fuck you.
Fuck you, squatters.
Fuck you. I'm not buying my old website back for $670. I don't even understand why it's that much.
Because they can.
They're looking at aggregation. They're looking at the success of this podcast, Adult Swim in the lineup, and they'll just...
Was it worth $677? Because I would have sold it for $677.
You could have bought... or maybe they want Swimcast and they're assuming aquatics. Their aquatics podcast.
Honestly, I think the only thing they acquired was our crazy spam mail.
We had some good mail.
Oh, I wonder if I have some left over.
I can read in my spam folder. Let me see. Where's my spams?
I do have some stuff from a Stan, but I don't know. I don't remember if you read it or not.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he gave us like 20 emails because I think it was like the one time he reached out to listen to us. I also put it out on Twitter, but apparently no one listened to it there. So I guess no one sent anything in. So whatever. So yeah, email us at that place that we said to email us. You can visit the website acpnet.net, acpnet.net, and find all kinds of cool stuff there, except for Jordan's podcast. I don't know why. If you have a podcast out there, you can join us as well. We have a join up application thingamajiggy because we are a family of podcasts that is not affiliated with Ain't It Cool News, unlike, what people have said before. And of course, all our social networks and patreon.com, which you can, for $1 a month, you can get all of our backlog of swimcasts and adventure clubs and all kinds of cool stuff.
And if you're interested in me, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Trish_Henson. And I have lots of cat pictures.
Yes. And George.
And what is our Insta, John? What's our Insta?
Well, there's Adult Swim at Adult Swim Central, and then there's at ACPN Podcasts, which is also the Twitter handle for that one.
So we should follow both of those,
yes.
Right?
And follow Twitter, AS Central, as well as Adult Swimcast. Jordan, did you have something you want to plug?
Twitter's Jordha, JORDHA. That's also where you'll find Instagram. I guess we're all doing Instagram plugs today. And the podcast is Game Shows, I suppose. It's available on jordanhaas.com/podcast and also on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, probably Alexa will play it.
You get Pandora yet?
We'll see if it's on Pandora.
I tried to get Adventure Club on Pandora. I was like, let me start that. Let me start with that and see if they take it. But so far, no bite.
I'll double check.
Nor have they, as iHeartRadio, taken anything.
I searched
the piece of shit company. Luminary took it and tried to steal it.
Those sons of bitches.
Yeah, that's the company, for those at home who don't know, I did bring this up in the last Adventure Club. They were the ones that tweeted out, podcasts shouldn't have ads, and then meanwhile everyone was in an uproar because they're charging people like $7 a month to listen to Trevor Noah and Lena Dunham and a few other people, exclusive podcasts.
Should have ads. We have ads.
Yeah, but we have ads internally for the network shows.
Yeah, I know. I just felt like talking more because I had more helium.
That's adorable. Keep going.
Oh, pshaw.
Oh, God. I'm done. I have stuff to do. Visit us at all the places. Yeah, I got to pee, too. Everyone pee.
Okay.
Don't pee in a search bottle, though.
We'll be back with another episode. Like I said, we might be back sooner than you actually think. So, until then, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
This has been an Adult Swim Central production.
Hi, I'm Angry Man.
And I'm Gidget Von LaRue, and we have an 80s movie podcast called the Retro Cinema Podcast.
We talk and give trivia, well, just a little bit of trivia, on 80s movies that we both watched back in the 80s.
We cover all genres, including comedy, horror, drama, fantasy, musical, animation, action, and even film noir.
Yeah, we cover them all, so you can find us at theretrocinema.com, iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn.
Klopak, is that Slavic?
No!
Give us a listen.
I'm John Galbo, co-host of Adventure Club Podcast, one of the flagship shows of ACPN. Each week we're joined by guests from all walks of life, from celebrities to comedians, to web geeks of all trades and beyond. Each episode is jam-packed with popular culture goodness sprinkled with some old-fashioned comedy and all-around geekdom. Come join us and share in all the adventures.
All right, I said it. Give me my $20.
Adventure Club Podcast, new episodes only on ACPN.